Welcome back to the Box to Box podcast.
This is episode 96, and we are one win away from seeing the United Strand cut his hair. Will Man United do it?
And some Premier League managers on the hot seat. Eddie Howe, Thomas Frank, and Arne Slot. What's going to happen to them?
And another week, another Yamal masterclass.
All that and more on the Box to Box podcast.
Andiamo.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Also on the pitch, Mbangula starts our next Mbangula,
She's Egyptian. Game tomorrow, would you rather Saliba or Mbappe?
Right, Saliba right now.
You wouldn't.
Saliba right now.
You're sacrificing that face when you lie. That's
Saliba right now.
Gentlemen, episode 96, and this is being recorded on Super Bowl Sunday.
Big day
Early Super Bowl Sunday.
over in North America.
We're recording while the Liverpool and Man City game is happening, though, because sadly, if I had to choose between Super Bowl and Liverpool, Man City, it was a tough choice.
But we did watch over, we watched
Watch
most
first
of
half.
the game.
We watched first half. Man City looked like they were kind of dominating. I can't cap. So
I'm sure we'll get updates
yeah,
throughout.
It was
We'll probably
0-0
get
though.
Notifications are on.
notifications are
on.
definitely on.
Because-
As
You
it
should
sh-
keep them
yeah.
on.
Because, so this is the week in FPL where we have, it's a derby
This
week.
guy hasn't spoken about FPL in a week.
No, it's a derby.
Fireworks.
Is it not a derby week?
It's a
I always
derby
speak about
week.
Varvar. It's a derby week. I'm playing Varvar. Well, I played Varvar. And Mili's playing Ferms.
Well, I played Ferms.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And so it's a box to box FPL week. And I'm handing Varvar's ass to him on a silver platter.
It's rough.
So Paolo liked to call me a matchup merchant, right, all season. But he's ahead of me with less points. So make of that what you will. I don't know. Paolo
Is this
brought
like an
that up
XG
all
check?
season, by the way. All season. Bro, the points are going to catch up to you, bro. Trust me, the
So
points
you're-
are going to
I mean,
catch
what
up
are
to
the
you.
points at right now?
So you're a hypocrite?
The points, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I still
Well,
have more.
the points are going to be that I'm 3 ahead of him.
There we go. Use
I
the same
but
logic.
I agree, valid. But now
Okay.
you're the agenda switcher.
It's valid. It's
Varvar,
valid.
I've
because-
never been behind you in points.
Yes, you were behind me.
For a one-off week or for a two-off week.
Okay, whatever. I don't care.
And you were always ahead of me in
The
plus
people
minus.
don't care
Yeah,
about
it
this
doesn't
little
care.
FPL.
No, the people
Oh,
care.
they do
The
care.
people
They do
care.
care.
We made a full video about, bro. 160K
They
people
love
watched
hearing
that
about it.
video.
Bro, they
We got
ask about
Bellini Blues
They
enjoys.
ask about Bellini's Blues.
Bro, Mackie MFC got shooters, bro.
Exactly.
They got
I don't know
followers.
about that one.
So
Xerxemi Roland still working on
So
on
it's
his
time.
fan base.
The rebuild.
Rebuild.
Rebuild
dropped
begins.
dropped a solid performance against Varvar. My boy showed up. Millie's boys on his
They
bench showed
finally
up for
showed
some
up?
reason.
Crazy work.
They finally showed. My boys finally showed up. It took a couple
Bro,
weeks.
it
That's
took
what
1 week.
Sassuolo 2-1 Inter though.
That's what
Shit.
scored.
Okay, it's 2-1.
Muharemovic.
Muharemovic?
Getting linked to some big clubs, Muharemovic.
So Serie A producing young talent as per usual.
Getting linked to
When did this happen?
Man United, and there was another one.
Oh my god.
You're trolling. You're trolling.
I'm not trolling, bro.
So we're gonna start
You're
rating him
trolling.
now. Welcome to the team.
not sure. No,
wanna
no,
go
no,
back?
I haven't watched a minute of him, so
Do
I'm
you
not
want to
even
go
gonna cap.
back and see what you said about Muharemovic?
I have not watched a minute of him.
Zilch?
So Zilch.
You've never watched
Don't
the
do Muharemovic.
Actually, the only minute I did
Which
watch
is
of
a
him
solo
was
team?
against Juve, and he scored an OG. No,
Yeah, he
or he
did.
gave away the pen. I
he
just
scored the
remember
goal.
he had a disaster class.
Yeah.
So this guy came on the podcast and said, "Bro, you're gonna fucking sign Muharemovic this January. You're gonna be happy about it, as if he's nothing."
And you
now
all
he's
enjoy
linked to
it.
Manchester United.
So Millie, what'd you do this weekend?
I had a great Mili FC was having a great weekend. A great weekend.
What'd
I
you
mean, FPL win. We take that. So far. I mean, Haaland needs
Yeah,
to.
I mean, you are beating me. Yeah. No, you are winning. You're
I am
gonna
winning. I am winning. So,
Millie, 1 week he could drop like 20 points, and next week goes up.
Next
60.
week I'm almost at 60.
But you're a loose cannon, bro. You have like 3 players that didn't start that are in your starting
That's
lineup,
why. Yeah, but
and they're getting subbed off to your bench.
Murillo was completely clear the whole week, and then
That's
the day
true.
of the game goes yellow. Didn't even get a minute.
Yeah.
Stock was orange.
I know you're not the one talking, bro, because Sells was in your starting lineup, and then next thing you know, we start the game and Sells is not in net, and then
I'll look at
Estevao,
Ferms.
you pick up Estevao,
That one
and
I
he
agree.
plays 0 minutes. You lucky fuck,
Well, no, you're lucky because he didn't start.
bro. Okay, don't get me started. First of all,
Okay,
I don't.
okay.
I
Well,
don't
someone's
really wanna
salty. I
talk,
can
bro.
clearly
I
see
don't wanna
someone's
talk,
salty. I'm
bro.
pushing some buttons here.
I don't wanna talk, bro.
Goalkeepers. I'll give you a little bit of lesson, okay? I'll give you a lesson in how goalkeepers are gonna feel.
It's what you need to understand.
So if
The
a
guy with the most points from goalkeepers is gonna get
So,
advice.
Jordan
from,
Pickford number
Yeah,
one.
maybe it'll help.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I have
business
Rolf
situation.
and Pope, so
you
whatever.
can always
yeah.
learn more.
You have the Pope?
If a goalkeeper's injured, but he's like fringe injured, like you don't know if he's healthy or not, but he has a good matchup, you start him, and if he doesn't play, well, goalkeepers can get subbed on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets subbed out for your
can.
goalkeeper that you would have played otherwise. So worst case, you get a sub on. Best case, you get your goalkeeper Sells playing.
There's no world where starting Sells is a good choice.
Why?
Sells sucks. Like I'm gonna
God,
keep it
the way
real.
you
Nottingham
were repping
Forest.
him.
Nottingham.
You were repping
I
him.
drafted him, bro. Trust me, I know.
Team of the season
what I'm
goalie last
saying.
year.
Yeah, but you deserved team of the season last year. But there's a reason why this year he's a waiver drop and last year he wasn't.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest ain't looking too
Well,
good.
bro, I have 2 waiver drop goalies then, and I'm above you in the rankings. So
You're
I
not.
don't know
No,
what that
Martinez
says.
is not a waiver drop.
You said he was a waiver drop at the beginning of the season.
I mean,
Yeah,
was that
maybe.
Aston Villa defending?
Varvar, just second place shouldn't be talking. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone dropped a lot of points though this week.
Oh, Sassuolo goal was offside.
Damn.
Thank God.
Yeah, we're missing another banger too.
Inter, as it stands, 2-0.
Did you guys do anything cool this weekend though?
They're setting me up, huh?
I'm not setting you. I said you guys.
What did I do?
What'd
You
guys
can
do?
fill them in if you want to fill them in.
Mili FC took a little bit of a weekend. Took a weekend with the missus, just chilling.
I discovered the best sandwich in Montreal. Not that I don't know if people care.
Impossible.
Impossible.
In my opinion, like I had
Impossible,
Bossa. Bossa. Is
Oh,
the
yeah.
best.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go off
That's
the grid. I
common.
thought you were
I
gonna go
think-
off,
no, in
off, the,
Montreal.
off the
I
list.
think that's common knowledge though.
Yeah, well, I did. Like to be honest, I've had Bossa before, but they opened one in the South Shore, so I went to check it. Amazing. Like
No way.
honestly, like
yeah,
quality.
this front they open.
Yeah,
They have a lot of them.
they're
opened a lot.
expanding
now?
fast.
They have 3?
More.
3 or 4.
I'm on market.
Yes.
I'm out.
Yeah, they do.
Masson.
That.
They have
I've only been on the one on
they have one in near like the old port area.
no, St.
No.
Henry around that
St. Henry.
area.
So maybe they have 4.
They have
There
4.
are 4 now.
Yeah.
Really
I've
good
never
place.
tried it.
If you guys are in
Quality.
Montreal,
Never
definitely
had
try it.
I've never had at Bosa. I've had like a catered Bosa sandwich.
Not the
Oh,
same.
okay.
It's
Probably
No.
not the same.
That's
not the
It-
same.
I heard it's expensive, but
honest. I
Not
find
that
it's good
bad.
value for
worth
what it
it.
is.
Yeah, it is
$20
good
for a
value.
It's a
sandwich.
big sandwich too.
Porchetta, I think, is like $16.
Yeah,
It's really
so good.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite sandwiches, as per.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a dispensa Don. But
As
no, I didn't do
per-
anything cool really. I just one night I played some Catan. I don't know if
Played
anyone else
Catan.
is into
Hands
Catan.
loaded.
The Catan move.
Played Catan with the boys. Catan's a fun game. It made its way into our group, and we've been playing it a lot. So
Goated.
I feel like the tides are shifting, guys. I don't know. I feel like
What?
at a certain age right now, like, yeah, bro, even the weekend, bro, I stayed downtown, like in the old port area, was chilling. I'm like, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like, I'm like, okay, let's go eat, whatever. And then it's like, I passed out. I passed out, bro. No clubbing, no going
Bro,
out.
it's I'm really feeling the change. Maybe it's a
feeling
mental
it.
thing, but like yesterday, some of my friends were like, "Yo, let's go to this club, whatever," and I'm like, "No, bro."
I think it's
I'm
winter.
like, "No, I'm just no."
I don't know what happened.
It's a mixture of the winter, but it's also like the winter. Coney the winter.
the winter.
Coney?
Milan legend already getting mentioned.
But
Saying Juve youth products as Milan legends
So
is crazy.
Juve whiffed. Okay, got it.
So easy.
He's shit.
He's not shit.
He's
He's, good.
shit.
It's been good.
but it's a mixture. Like last night, I went bowling. I used to be a good bowler. Now washed.
Laurentian Lanes?
We're extremely Laurentian Lanes, bro. I was
So many shout outs.
Disco night?
I was but I didn't do it. I wasn't on the disco.
You were on the
bro,
disco.
the disco side, bro. An extra
It's-
45-minute wait, bro. It's not worth
No,
it.
you were-
Whatever.
you were-
Yeah.
If you go really close, though, if you get a lane really close, then you feel
I
like
just
you're in
love the
disco.
game, bro. So for me, I can take those right side lanes where there's no disco, bro. I love the game. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm trying to lock in.
How many points we dropping?
Bro, we showed up to the front desk, and my boy's like, "Yeah, we'll take 2 hours." It's 10 o'clock already at night. I'm like, "Fuck you mean take 2 hours,
Take 2
bro?
hours. You don't
2
buy
hours of
games.
bowling.
Why are you buying hours?
No, you don't. You can't buy games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter.
But hours is crazy.
2 hours, bro. I'm sitting there 2
I
hours
know
bowling.
exactly
It's
who you dealt
midnight,
with
bro.
at the front counter, too.
I'm midnight. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this shit. Like,
I'm done. I'm done throwing balls
bro. Let's
around.
let's get the fuck out of here. Like,
How much did that cost you?
How much I run you?
$18 a person.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I usually pay like 12
Wow.
or
Yeah.
15 for 2 games.
Bro, bowling's actually not bad. Bowling's a very like cheap.
Economical sport.
It's
Yeah.
a good concept.
Yeah, but I used to be a lot better. Now we're washed. The
What'd you
game
drop?
the game has passed me.
What was your
my
best
last?
score?
The issue is my last game was gonna be my best game. I was like 6 rounds through, and I had like a 90 or 100 or 6 rounds through, and I had
6
a 90.
frames.
So I was on pace probably
good.
for like a 150.
That's good.
But it's because I was warming up. You know, like the first games I was like,
Only
bro,
took you 2 hours.
like I
I fall
finished on
off.
70 or 80.
I usually just fall off by the end. I lose my jumper.
I think it's like one of those like curves where it's just like at the beginning it's like you're shit, and then
Yeah.
it's like okay midway through you're doing really well, and then at the end you're shit.
I was thinking because they have a wall there, like the Club 300.
I spent the whole winter trying to get on that wall.
How much time do you think it takes for you to get a perfect game? Like how many tries do you think? How many games do you think you would need to do to get a perfect game in bowling?
I've never even scored 200.
It's not.
I've got-
That's 200's an amazing score.
I've
so-
gotten very close, but I never even scored 200, and that's the wall of 300.
Yeah.
The thing with bowling is it compounds, right? The more strikes you get, the more strikes you get. Or the more strikes you get, the more points you get when you get your next strike.
I was looking, bro, and within like from 2024 till now, there's actually a solid amount of people that are on that list. It's not like it's no one. It's like there's actually like, I would say 30, 40 people.
There's
that
leagues.
bowl 300.
The thing is there's leagues.
Oh, that's cool though.
So it's not
I find that's
it's not
pretty
random people that are getting those scores.
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, there's some like
Real
I don't know if you
ballers.
looked at I don't know how deep you looked at that board, but there's some people that have like 6. Like they just had a year where they just went off. These guys just kept bowling 300s.
Imagine play with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get 2 hours with that guy.
Should bowling be an Olympic sport?
No. I was discussing this. What makes Olympics started, by the way, so we can talk about that. But what makes you're gonna I say bowling's not a sport, but then my friend was like, okay, so what makes that a sport and let's say not golf? Or even and then I brought up also, you know that guy that was shooting at the Olympics and he got silver medal? Like what makes marksmanship a sport versus
That's a good question. I don't know.
bowling not a sport?
I don't think you can really you can't give a definition for sport because everything like is sport only things that are physical? Because the shooting, like that guy was out of shape. The Turkish guy you're referencing. The guy with no goggles, he just pulled up and shot.
Look at darts, for example.
Yeah, like what is a sport? What is not a sport? I just think the Olympics choose the sports with the most viewership, like the most year-long viewership, so that obviously then it would have the most viewership in the Olympics. But let's not put like chess in it. Obviously, it has to be a physical sport.
Yeah.
But like they added this year in the Olympics, they added mountaineering, where like you have to climb up a mountain and then ski down the mountain. Like,
That's cool though.
It's sick, but like I don't think anyone's watching that
But
shit.
anytime there's a competition, like you make it competitive, I think it gets closer to a sport. Like a bowling, you're facing someone. That's kind of a sport. I see that more as a sport. If it's like an individual, it can't even be individual.
Like table tennis. Table tennis
it's a sport, in my opinion.
is it an Olympic sport?
Yeah, it should be a sport.
Yes.
It was.
Summer Olympic sport.
Yeah, I remember playing it on the
Wii Sports
on
Olympics.
Wii Sports Olympics.
Olympics 2010 or
No, it was
2012.
it was the one
London Olympics.
It was the one where you can play with characters like Mario and
I think it might have been 2012. London. The
London,
Yeah.
that's the London ones. The sidemen still sometimes make videos about
you
their
serious?
playing Olympics.
Goated.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Egghead was the best table tennis player in that game.
Did you guys see Tate McRae or no? What she's posted?
with the Canada US stuff.
Yeah. Bro, how
What'd
is
you
it?
post?
So the US Olympics, obviously they have their marketing campaign or whatever for the Olympics. How do they poach or how do they even think it's good to get a Canadian singer
Musician. Yeah.
Calgary.
to promote the US Olympics team? Like it's mutually it doesn't make sense. Like you should have like a US. I get they probably want to promote to like her audience or whatever that the Olympics is happening and she probably has a major US audience, but still it doesn't make sense. And then now like a lot of Canadians are calling her kind of like a traitor because like right now US Canada it's kind of tense, so like they're calling her a traitor, but then she I don't know, it's very weird. She doesn't post anything supporting Canada, but then she
No, but
posted,
didn't she?
but she posted something
she
after.
posted, you all still know I'm Canada down, bro. It's
Oh,
some
that's
little,
what it was
Little
then.
fucking Instagram story.
I wasn't
bro.
following the story, but yeah, I don't know why she would
didn't
do
hear
that.
about this.
That's
But
like
yeah,
especially because
it's-
Traitor. Get
Look,
rid of her
Tate
citizenship.
McRae, if
agree.
you want to justify, you can always hit me in the DM. I'll answer.
We'll help you out.
Low
there,
key, it's not even worth it at this point, bro. If you're a traitor to Canada, you can't be on my
If you
radar.
want to get a message to the Box pod, you could always DM
You gotta
me.
hit up Varvar, but
Yeah,
don't
hit
hit
me
me
up.
up. Don't hit me up.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how any PR professional looks at that and says, "Yeah, should be fine." Yeah.
The bag must have been a bag.
Oh, the bag must have been.
Isn't she dating
she's dating Jack Hughes?
Yes, which is Americans.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
she's
might have
converted.
lost
Yeah,
her, but
we
she's
might
from
have lost
Alberta, so we don't know. We can never rule out the possibility if she's a separatist, so we don't know. So we can
Very
never,
possible.
we can never rule it out.
But last thing I want to talk about was the intro, the Olympics,
intro?
intro.
straight gas.
I did not watch. I can't cap.
I watched highlights. I'm not saying
biggest-
I
it's
watched.
the-
We were all together when it was. We were working. We were recording.
Not-
while it happened.
Wait, that happened.
biggest event in the world.
Getting niche.
Biggest event in the world. You said?
Working.
Olympics?
What's
World Cup clear.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right now, it's the biggest event in the world, is what I'm saying.
Olympics bigger
Super
than
Bowl? No, Super Bowl bigger than Olympics. I think.
I think
No.
no.
There's no one single event at the Olympics that's bigger than the Super Bowl.
Okay, one
No, but
single
that's-
event, but the
that's
Olympics
'cause-
as a whole.
Yeah.
Is a
I
bigger
think
event.
I was looking at stats recently. Luis Diaz just scored.
Yeah,
He
I want to see if it's.
he has an actual brace now.
I want to
Harry
see
Kane
if it's
scored
another
2
Harry Kane assist because Harry Kane's at 3 goals and assists this game. So I want to see if it's 4.
one open play assist.
Something like that.
Oh, by the way, guys, this weekend, our video,
bring
the
this
video that we released, I honestly, when we recorded it, I was like, okay, yeah, like this is gonna be a good video. But then when I was doing, because me and editor Ken, you know, we go through the video, and even just us discussing, we stood on a call for like an hour debating fucking random topics.
Our last week has been consumed
Oh my God.
by this
By
video.
two debates mainly.
The most.
Neuer Buffon was a major
This is
one.
a recent
but
one. Yesterday.
That's a recent one.
The biggest one, and we don't even discuss it in the video because they didn't even.
This is all off
they
camera.
didn't
all
even
off
make
camera.
our top 25.
But it's because we didn't speak about them in the video.
Totti
Yeah.
and Harry Kane
Yeah.
were the most debated
brother.
ones in our circle.
I was
This
thinking,
has taken
I was
so much
thinking we
time.
might need to just organize a video where it's just like us four in a room, and it's just like you go sit down versus someone with a full stat sheet, and you just talk about debate.
Could even be a
Buffon,
clip, you know?
Buffon or Neuer, or you debate Totti and you debate Kane.
Yeah.
No, that video. Listen, we're getting flamed. I'm getting flamed. Millie's getting flamed.
KDB
We're all
Ferms
getting
getting
flamed.
flamed. Varvar's probably getting the least flamed.
I'm
for
not.
once.
I actually haven't seen much flaming from Varvar FC.
Maybe if they saw his
it's
full
a
list,
very
they would
rare.
flame
Thierry Henry
it's a very
33
rare-
is egregious.
I didn't see like I saw maybe I didn't honestly I read through the comments. I didn't see much.
Yeah, but they didn't see your full list. That's the thing, is they didn't see your full list.
Yeah.
Well, I mean they know I put Thierry Henry 30 whatever.
But that's all they really know. Your
it's
outrageous things. By the way,
I mentioned I put Harry Kane 18. There's not many.
I found the
comments about that.
standard deviation of all of our things. It includes the outliers, like me putting KDB 49th,
Yeah,
which
of
was
course.
harsh. If I can go back, I would put him a little bit higher, but I wouldn't put him. I put him near and around upwards, like 25 to 30.
25?
25 to 30. I'd still
That's
be.
a big fucking jump, but yeah.
I'd still be no.
Yeah, but at a certain point in the when making the list,
KDB and I
Yeah.
it's because I never thought he would be in the top 25. But then later I had to slot him in. I didn't know you guys put him so high. Like, where'd you guys put KDB?
20,
I don't even-
Around the
21,
20s, yeah.
19?
Yeah, somewhere around
19,
there.
20.
He might have
KDB 's
been
golden.
fringe 25, but to me he was nowhere near 25.
KDB gets the Man City tax. That's what it is. Because if he did it somewhere else, like he's one of our. First of all, he's the best, maybe top 3 best CM in the Premier League history.
Yeah.
So already that should tell you a lot.
But yeah, as I was going through the video, as editor Ken sent me the video, I was like, damn, this is a really good video. So I just want to point that out that you guys can go check that out. It's our top 25 players of the last 25 years.
you can leave us
And,
some compliments or
Yeah.
if you want. I
Break
don't
the
know.
glass situation.
Yeah.
Positivity would be nice.
No, about the Olympic ceremony before we get in, I think Italy did an amazing job at
Nothing new.
being like artistic, being forward, but also keeping like their roots and
Tradition of it.
showing the traditions of Italy, like having the singers. I think at the beginning when they did the walkout with the three colored suits,
Yeah.
you know, like the green, white,
Yeah.
and red.
The Milan fashion.
I think it was very classy. It was very traditional, but it was also still like forward. Like like at the end when they did the whole like acting, there was like that the girl
Yeah.
protagonist, and then they had all like the
Did you
the
see,
history of the years.
this is going to be the last thing before we get into Did you see Lindsey Vonn? She
Yeah.
tore her
Right.
ACL,
and then 2 weeks later comes back, and then she faced.
and then she today she
Got
had
hurt.
to get
She got
hurt. She
airlifted.
got hurt again. She
Wow.
got airlifted. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand because Lindsey Vonn, like,
She's a legend of
the
sport.
the issue is that with sports like skiing, I'm not going to discredit what they do in between Olympics because like there obviously are competitions.
Well, they have
but
world
it's like-
championships.
It's
They-
like it's
they
like a
compete.
World Cup.
They
But it's not
compete.
even, to be honest.
But for Lindsey
it's-
Vonn, it might be her career.
it is
40
her
she's
career.
41.
Like, she probably makes. Think about it from a monetary perspective. She probably makes all her money in Olympic periods. Like every
Yeah.
4 years, she probably makes all her
But
money.
she's big enough that she makes
Sponsorship-wise.
sponsorships
Yes.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
But like
I
you don't
agree.
really see Lindsey Vonn anywhere sponsorship wise in between Olympics. You see her probably every 2 seconds during the Olympics, but in between. So that's why probably it's so important for her to be out there during the Olympics. But this probably would have been her last Olympics either way. But
Forget about money. I think it was just like maybe a little bit stupid of a decision to bro. She got in 2022. She got her knee like completely
Yeah.
She, like,
restructured,
0%.
titanium plates in
Yeah.
it, whatever. And then recently she tears her ACL. And apparently she was doing this thing where she was landing on one foot. Like she would always land on the foot that didn't have the bad knee
Yeah.
to try to compensate. And apparently her coach, her medics, everyone said like she could do it. She was used to it. But anyway, Olympics, you know how things get. Like it's
a
so
different breed.
it's yeah. But I'm a big advocate for like live by the sword, die by the sword. Like if you love the sport that much, you have to compete, even if it's your downfall. And she ended up getting airlifted and whatever, she got injured. But that's your
this
your
is
sport.
okay. This is
But honestly, it wasn't because of the knee that got hurt. Because when I rewatched it, and I was reading the commentary on it. It was her stick got stuck in the flag of like the slalom,
Really?
and then it pulled her back. And
No,
then when after
today-
rewatching it, I saw she got pulled.
her
she got yanked.
injury she got today did not look that bad.
She hit her head though.
Yeah, but
she
it didn't
fell,
look like a
tumbled.
leg injury. It looked like just a like an injury.
She got caught. She got pulled back.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening.
This is actually the last topic because I remember seeing this during the weekend. I'm like, we got to speak about this on the podcast. Did you guys see these guys that are putting acid in their dicks as
Yeah.
Putting what?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? What did we say?
I don't
it was?
know.
You said it. Hector makes a fluoride.
It was what I knew it. I read
it helps downhill skiers or what is it?
yeah, you guys
Okay,
were
so I'll
talking about
explain the situation
Yeah, you
because
know
you
it
can't
better
start
than
a
me,
point
bro.
by saying these guys put acid in their dicks. You cannot start a point by saying that. We just lost all sponsorship.
completely unrelated too.
So if the sponsors, if you guys are still listening, welcome. And I'll
Welcome to
explain
the
to you the
channel.
actual story.
We talk about football.
Yeah, we do talk about football at some point. So I'm not sure of the name of the sport exactly. The one where they fly. High jump.
Whatever. They
high
ski down and then they jump.
They jump. The bird sport.
Yeah.
Those guys have costumes that get fitted by the association. Blah blah blah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't just get the costumes themselves that they wear need to be made all the same for everyone because or else some people can just fucking put wings on their costume basically and fly even further because every centimeter matters towards aerodynamics. Making you
Literally
fly
every
further.
centimeter matters.
Literally.
Exactly. I think you see where this is going.
Yeah. So what athletes were doing before they were getting fitted for their latex suits or whatever so they can fly, they were injecting. Apparently, there was no proof of this. They were injecting some sort of fluid into their
Oh, what was it?
nether regions.
Their dicks.
Yeah. To make them bigger in circumference so that they would have a bigger bulge so that when they get fitted for their suits,
They're more aerodynamic.
they would allow more
fabric.
the regulations would allow for more fabric around their crotch area, which would kind of like in F1 comparisons, better airflow around that region, creating like a little bit of a lift when as they're flying, you know?
Exactly. It's more surface area.
More surface area for a little bit of lift. So essentially, that's the rumor that's been going around. The Olympic Committee said they'd look into it.
Investigate it aggressively.
All I gotta say is I'd be a very good ski jumper if I was in the sport.
Bro, I'd break records. I'd break world records. Let's just let that be known.
Anthony just scored versus Atletico Madrid, by the way.
Oh,
Anthony?
running that league, by the way. Running that league.
Man United fodder once
What
again.
a player.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So that's it about the Olympics. But we'll keep up if any big stories come along.
Olympics
I
are
mean,
lit.
Canada men's
Canada
Canada.
men's.
We will be
Yeah.
we will be tuning in.
Yeah.
There's a bit more at stake.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about some football. Starting off with Manchester United beat Spurs 2-0. And honestly, it was an early game in the East Coast, so I'm not sure if everyone caught on the East Coast. So Varvar will give you a summary of how the game went.
So basically, and this is just a forewarning, okay? Because Paolo told me he woke up for 5 minutes, saw Romero got the red card, and ended up back in bed. So whatever Paolo
Fully
says,
outed.
this
I
whole
never
thing,
got out of bed.
Okay, so whatever Paolo says about this thing, just know it's just
It was on though.
It's
while I was
just rage
sleeping.
bait.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was on. The whole game was on my screen.
Anyways, this was honestly, like, I feel like it could have been an even better performance. It was a good performance, but I feel like I was saying this during the game. Romero got that red card. 2-0, good result.
hold on.
I wanted an everybody eats game.
Did you find that red card a bit harsh? Because when it happened, I was like, okay, it's an ugly foul, but like red card right away is
Oh,
kind of
Liverpool scored against Man City. 1 second.
Who scored?
It's a good question.
So
please.
Szoboszlai, direct free kick.
Holy, this guy is the greatest free kick taker of all
Who
time.
drew the free kick
That's what we need to know.
on the left side? That means it was Gakpo.
Well, no, why is that?
McAllister.
How do you know that already?
Donnarumma gave away the free kicks. But I don't know how the fuck this happened.
Mateus
But
Nunes
whatever.
clean sheet
How
proof
do you already know that?
It was written in
notes?
in the notes.
commentary.
Yeah.
Commentary.
So
But,
like, amazing. Yeah, no. When I was watching that replay, I'm like, yeah, it's a foul. I would definitely give it a yellow, but red is a bit harsh.
No, that was a
Like
red.
it's a slow mo red.
No, I even think there was no contesting from any Spurs
I know
player.
it was weird.
It was, bro. He went full in, studs completely up into the ankle, bro. Casemiro, I actually thought he was seriously injured.
Yeah.
At that point, because Casemiro doesn't writhe around in pain like that normally. So like you could tell it was a serious foul.
He knows how to sell his fouls.
And
though.
VAR didn't even like check it really. Like,
But
it was
that's
just
why,
a
like,
straight
go
red.
check it at least, like, because
It's
the ref
it's
just gave a
straight
red.
bro. It's a straight red, and it's not debatable.
I would have went and checked it a bit more thoroughly. Like, yeah, it was a bad foul, but red, like on first glance at least.
He was late and stud showing.
But
and
he had the
hit-
ball though. He had the ball.
Yeah, but it doesn't. When your studs are showing, it doesn't really matter if you hit the ball.
Yeah, but he was clumsy. He had the ball, and it just got like the last moment he kind of slipped and hit his ankle like that.
The only thing I don't like about it is that I find there's a lot of inconsistencies with these studs to the ankles, red cards types of things. Because I remember Dalo on Doku when he like lunged,
Exactly,
he lunged
same
in
thing.
and crunched his calf.
He didn't get
actually
full
shin.
contact though.
Dalo?
He did not get full
I
contact.
just saw it, bro.
He
Dalo
grazed it. It wasn't full contact.
Anyway, like the Romero one, he wasn't slide tackling. He was kicking the ball. So like it wasn't a tackle. So I feel like you got to take that into context. If you're slide tackling someone you destroy their ankle, like that's dangerous. But Casemiro bumped the ball like Romero was trying to pass it. Casemiro lunged to bounce it, and then he got hit in the ankle. To throw a guy out of the game and completely destroy a team's chances.
Suspended for 4 games, by the way.
Because it's the second.
Which a lot of people are criticizing the suspension like rules of the Premier League recently, because Romero, if you get a straight red, and this is a second straight red for violent conduct, so his first straight red he got 3 game suspension or 2 game suspension. I don't remember. I think 3 game suspension, and now because it's his second time getting in the same season, he gets a 3 game suspension for the violent conduct plus an extra game.
That's wild.
Yeah, for me, I guess it depends what type of violent conduct you're doing. Like this, if this is a tackle, like I don't think you should be stacking them up like this. But obviously, if it's like he's punching people and getting red cards,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Then sure. Like,
But this, I don't know if this tackle deserves a 4 game suspension.
It doesn't.
Bro,
But that's why I'm like, in all, like all context is harsh. Definitely a bad foul. Definitely a bad tackle. But like, I don't know. I would have reviewed the context. I would have at least went to the screen to see it. Like I don't know.
But whatever. This
Also, sorry. Did you see the conference with with Thomas Frank?
But Thomas Frank
hilarious.
was right that before, and he's been at Spurs for how long now, Romero? 5 years, 6 years? I don't know how, a decent amount of time. Before this, I'm pretty sure he only had 2 red cards in his entire Spurs career. So that's not a bad disciplinary
I kind
record.
of don't believe that.
I mean, I read it online, so I don't know, but I'm just telling you what I read.
I just feel like we can remember more than 2 red cards for Romero.
I don't know. Romero always got yellows, but I don't remember. Like reds are not really that prevalent for him. I
Maybe
think
not at Spurs completely. Like I don't know. I just remember him so many yellows, just so many tackles. But
we say that about a lot of like crunching defenders. Like bro, Sergio Ramos, we say, oh bro, you must have had so many red cards. But I don't think he really had that.
He has.
I don't know. Whatever. Point is that I believe before this season, before Thomas Frank joined, he had 2 red cards.
He had 6 before the season.
In the Prem, or you're talking about just
in general?
I'd have to look at that.
But I remember even in Serie A, like he used to get a couple.
So his discipline record, like although it's not perfect, like obviously it's not like Philip Lahm. What was the stat where Philip Lahm played
played his whole career without a red card?
Yeah.
And then it was like his final game or nearest final game, he ended up getting a red card, I'm pretty sure.
Well, even Messi, and then the Gary Medel situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so that he's not. That's not Christian Romero's game.
Romero's a bit more reckless.
But this year, he has gotten like I think 3 reds or 2 reds. So like obviously the discipline, and obviously Spurs fans will tell you like Romero right now he's not content at the club. So like everything, it kind of felt like the perfect storm of negativity also, because he's in the media complaining about the directors before the match.
Yeah.
And then also like his agents coming out saying he's leaving in the summer and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't take this red as intentional. Obviously, I don't think he meant it.
It's pretty hard to fake that.
Yeah, but I know a lot of Spurs fans, because of him saying all this shit before, they're like, oh, bro, he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose.
But I gotta say, the vibes around that red, like you said, like no reaction from anybody, like nobody contested it, which is, I guess, good because it was a foul. But like, just like Spurs in this game was like not there.
It was dead.
Mentally and just playing wide.
I agree.
They played like horribly, to be honest. There was no game plan.
I agree.
They seem checked out.
Checked out mentally, like too, like you're going against a Man United team that's obviously in good form, but like try to do something in attack. Like nothing was working. Like even defensively, they were a bit they were getting outpaced. Like simple stuff.
I feel like this is definitely seen with teams that, like a couple days later, even maybe the next game, the manager's kind of out. Like this is a team that seems to kind of reject Thomas Frank right now. Like that's just the kind of vibe you get from a team like this, and we've seen it multiple times. I think even Manchester United has seen that a couple times where they've been kind of like checked out right before a manager. Like they end up losing the locker.
But I don't think this is gonna be a Manchester United situation. Even if they sack Thomas Frank, I don't think it's gonna get better.
But the issue is that roll back the clock 12 months, even less, 8, 10 months or whatever. I would say Man United and Spurs were in very similar situations.
Yeah.
Like like since then it's diverged because I think our summer market was so much better than their summer market.
Spurs were horrible, and their January was shit too, in my opinion. They're just not signing good players.
I agree, but I think that the project is salvageable. I just don't think it's going to be under Thomas Frank and the management. I think this is the last year of the CEO being there. I think it's not even going to help. It's his son that's coming in. I'm pretty sure to replace him.
Son.
Yeah, Daniel Levy's son.
Because he got voted out, no?
No, I think he retired.
He
if I'm
stepped
not
down.
mistaken.
Stepped
Yeah,
down?
whatever it was. Look, Spurs are one of those clubs I feel have so much potential. They're in London, like they
Have a
could
huge stadium.
Brand
I
new
think
stadium.
with the right era, they could reach the levels of a Chelsea, Arsenal. Like obviously, it's going to take a lot of winning and stuff like that. But commercially, their potential is so high, but they're held back by their owners and management. I think because, bro, go back to when Harry Kane was there, bro. They could have had an era of dominance.
Yeah.
That's when the Prem, like.
Yeah, Son, Kane.
Bro,
But that's when you need to invest, and
Exactly.
Spurs never
Bro,
invested.
Man
in these
United
players.
were not it. Like Liverpool only came a couple years later. Man City were that's
Were
when
there.
Pep joined. So like it's like kind of
They
like
were there. They were still.
they were there definitely.
perennial team.
But that was Spurs' chance to be like turned into one of these major clubs. And I feel like they missed that opportunity. And now you're feeling the repercussions where come the summer, like they're kind of stuck in this middle ground. Fabrizio Romano was Yan Diomande is considered like one of the hottest young prospects for the winger position, let's say this summer. And he put the clubs linked as PSG, Bayern Munich, Man United, and Spurs. Like I feel like Spurs are kind of trying to shop in alleys that they shouldn't be shopping in. You know, they can't. Why waste your time going for players that you know you won't be able to get?
Depends. Like if you got to go for the top always. But
Spurs. Look, when have Spurs signed like a genuine like?
They've never beat.
Yeah,
the
you'll never
players.
beat a Bayern or a PSG. And also, shouldn't your red flags go off that if a Bayern or PSG scout Yan Diomande and say, that's not worth the price tag or whatever, that doesn't mean that you should go and sign the player. Like maybe there's red flags there that are saying like,
sure.
why do you not want him?
But just because the big boys are going for it, you shouldn't just say like, no, I'm not going to go for it.
Like, what if the
'cause Bayern's
scouts
there.
found Yan Diomande earlier this season, and then they showed interest, and then later the Bayern scouts, the Real scouts, or whatever, the Man United scouts found it, and you
Fabrizio
can't
Romano said
retract your
Spurs
interest.
tried to sign him in the winter,
That's
and
what
he
I'm saying,
said
you
no,
can't
I want to
retract
wait till
your
summer.
interest.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me personally, Spurs didn't get into the situation where they were when they were with Poch. They didn't do it by signing world-class players in every position. Son was not some big household name before they signed him. Like you have
the
to
potential was there.
You have to get the right scouts and stop trying to shop where the elite clubs are shopping, because right now you're just not an elite club. That's just not what it is. Like Xavi Simons, there's a reason why no other big club pulled the 70 million euro trigger, because he's not. Xavi Simons, it's such a weird. He tries to be flashy, but he makes a flashy pass and it goes to the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But you're like, oh, bro, he's such a good player because he makes a flashy pass. But nothing he tries ends up working.
Yeah.
So that was a horrible signing. I don't know. I just think the issue is that they have good players, bro. Van de Ven. Every time I
They have
watch
a good
Van de Ven,
core.
I'm like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
Like Van de Ven's good. I still like Romero. Personally, I like Romero.
I like as I said, like I like their entire defense.
Kulusevski, I think, has been a major miss this season. But yeah, I don't know. I think
The attack is scoring goals. And on Man United side,
There's just no direction. It seems like management only cares about optimizing they only care about optimizing Spurs.
Man
off the
City
pitch.
scored.
Really?
Yeah.
fuck, we're missing a Zubi.
Lautaro Martinez 3-0 Inter, by the way, also.
Sassuolo, man.
Live reaction, Bernardo Silva goal, assist by Erling Haaland.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Return on Erling Haaland.
But on Man United side, they did something which Spurs didn't do is buy forwards that were proven in the Premier League, like Cunha and Mbeumo. And in fact, Mbeumo returned in this game and he had a very good game. Bruno obviously is at his best right now. Everything's clicking. He's the main man. Like even the vibes are better. Like you could tell mentally.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think Solanke was supposed to be that kind of like replacement and the Prem proven to a certain extent, but it just
Solanke's
hasn't worked.
actually not been bad, I feel like, when he's played this season.
Yeah, when he's played, he's just
He needs
He's
to
been
get
the
into
best
flow.
striker option.
He needs to get into the flow.
But I would like to make a State of the Union address.
Wait, let me stop you before you do that, okay?
Yeah.
So Manchester United fans, this little 4-game win streak has gotten them so delusional that they think things like this. Go ahead.
There's a State of the Union address for all the Manchester United fans out there. I am going to be your voice. the voice that we have been waiting so long for this, okay? We've been waiting so long for this, our team actually to be competent, okay? Now, we have a Montreal Man United fan delegation, okay? Now, I called upon my troops this weekend, and I made a couple calls after this result, you know? Like, I called my friend Jack. Jack, what's the vibes?
Xerxes me rolling.
Xerxes me rolling. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we discuss. I get his side of the story. So maybe I have a certain feeling about Man United that the other Man United fans don't share, and I'm not going to come on this podcast and represent Man United fans when we aren't.
Before you get into it, so you're calling Man United fans for something of a Man United matter.
I know I'm feeling a certain type of way about the team, but I don't want to come.
Oh, I didn't know that he was going down this round.
I don't want to come on this podcast and represent Man United fans when that's not actually what we're feeling, you know? So I want to make sure that I'm properly representing my fan base.
Informed.
So then I make a second call. Man United our boy fan. Dave.
Okay.
Dave, how we feeling? He's like, I'm going to let you know exactly what they said after, okay? And then I call my boy Devin. Devin. Okay. So we're all on the same page. The title is not out of reach. We are still in a title race, ladies and gentlemen.
You just wasted 40 seconds of my time to tell me that.
Arsenal, watch your backs. Stop watching this Man City. Stop looking at Aston Villa results. That's not your threat. That's not the threat here. The threat is Michael Carrick's horny Reds. I'm sorry. That's all we got to say.
There's no threat, bro.
I have not sat down and watched 90 minutes of Arsenal and been fully engaged the entire time since this weekend, bro. I was hate watching that Arsenal game because, and I'm hate watching the rest of the season.
What do you hate watching? They're winning.
Because we need some dropped points coming soon because
good luck finding
didn't happen
those.
this week.
Yeah.
Like
12 points, we're going to catch up.
12
I'm telling
points.
you this. We're going to catch up.
Well,
End of
12
season,
points
that's
is-
going to be minimum 5-point difference end of season.
Well, that's
second place.
insurmountable.
Man United's finishing second place. I don't give a fuck. We're
live
finishing
that?
second. Man City are trash. Liverpool are trash. Chelsea are trash.
No,
Everyone's trash.
But if you really believe that, you would bet on it, right?
I mean, I don't bet, but so I'm
not a betting man.
I'm not
Not
a betting man.
You could bet with me.
Inter 4-0, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Matt just got a red card.
I did? Perfect.
But yeah,
Jesus.
and I would like to say, I said I would mention this on the podcast because I was like, damn, thank you for sending me this message.
Floor is yours, Senator, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, at this point.
I said.
You gonna go get a coffee?
So when I
go stretch my legs.
when I texted Devin, he said, I told him, who says we can't win the title? He says,
Arsenal.
we look incredible. I'm thinking the same thing. I said, I can't take my opinion public.
Is that the owner of the Delic jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proud of it.
I said, I can't take my opinion public right now. They aren't ready for it.
So this is you going public.
This is me going public with this information.
Just IPO'd an opinion.
He said, genuinely think we will put up more points than Arsenal rest of the season, but will it be enough to catch them is the question. Valid. And he said, he added this also. I mean, nobody can tell you that you're wrong lately.
We can't allow Man United to win.
Bro, this is
what
delegation is just a circle jerk, is what I'm hearing. Like, no one debated anything.
Bro, he told me
They just all agreed.
Varvar FC been cooking lately. Basically is what he said. And he's not wrong.
You're a Manchester United.
So next week I'm gonna contact all the Juventinis I know.
I'm gonna do the same with Milan fans.
Yeah.
So I
You
called
should do
the
a-
Inter delegation.
I'm going to call it sit down.
And we all agreed. Bro, Inter the best team.
I'm gonna go to
in
the
Italy.
Juventus fan
Yes,
club in
they are,
Montreal.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, guys, we low-key have a title shot.
We low key, not out of the question.
But then they're going to tell you it's out of the question.
No,
That's
because it's a bunch of 85-year-olds. So then
85.
they still think we're winners.
That's
But yeah, I mean, we're cooking so hard. As I spoke to editor Ken the day before this game, 2-0. I was actually pissed. Like this, I was actually underwhelmed by the
you should
result.
have done.
I felt we should have won this game like 3-4-0,
Bro,
especially
take
after
a 3
the
points
win.
and be happy with it, bro.
Yes,
take a 3 points and be
Yes,
happy with it.
but I mean, come on. Next, I swear that United Strand guy.
He's gonna shave his head.
Is he cutting his hair?
If
Who you playing next?
we actually lose against West Ham
At home or away?
away,
Ooh.
I mean West Ham Stadium's not really like
The mighty West Ham Stadium.
Isn't
It's
it,
West Ham
intimidating.
is coming
Big
back.
stadium.
Bow Road.
Bow
Oh,
Road.
Next to it. Yeah, we were there.
It's intimidating.
No, but it's
we know.
we've been there. It's filling up.
We know.
It's filling up. They had a good performance this
Yeah.
weekend.
Patti Castellano dagger to.
So when I
Castellano
tell you
taking over
when
the
I, when I
Prem.
tell you that West Ham remontada's coming, I told you guys this.
No, I think you just said they're just better than Burnley.
No, I said the West Ham remontada's coming. Thank you, James Lawrence Alcott, for informing me on the West Ham remontada that was coming. But yes, they were. I informed you
So
guys.
you
that it was
didn't tell us. James Lawrence
So
Alcott did.
I fleeced Ferms on a Tierno Barry for Tati Castellanos trade. Anyways, by the way, guys.
I mean, Serie A.
Said, yeah.
It is
So players in
No, we're
this
not-
game
we're-
that impressed me.
Holy.
I would like to just
20-minute
say,
segment
I would
on
just
Sanchez.
like to shout out. We've actually spoken about Man United for like 5 minutes. You guys decided to.
Oh,
speak
you
about,
think it's 5 minutes?
guys-
It's been a while. I'm
you
not
guys-
gonna lie. I'm
Time
trying to
moves
listen.
differently.
I'm
It's been
listening.
20
moves
minutes.
differently.
I'd love. No, continue.
So,
That's all yours, bro.
but when Spurs, let's keep talking. Let's keep talking.
First, there's a lot to say. No, but speak about Man United.
Man United players, I would like to give a special shout out to.
Cunha, Bruno, Dorgu, Bruno, Cunha.
Bruno for sure. I mean,
The same players.
Bro, the more I think about
Ridiculous.
it, the more I should not have traded Bruno
Dallo.
just for this conversation.
Dallo
Yeah.
has the last 4 games. Dallo. I'm not sitting here saying he's oh my god, Dallo. But bro, last game Dallo was amazing. Luke Shaw, let's put some respect.
Oh my god.
Let's put some fucking respect. Let's put some
It's
respect
always the same player that you
on the
mentioned.
best left back. Let me think.
Again,
Oh my god.
this is back.
In the Prem. I'm ready to say it. Calafiori, yeah, what you're doing is cool. Yeah, sure, you have some nice fucking flowing
Team of the
hair
season so
and
far, by
stuff
the way,
like
with
that.
respect.
Yeah, well, not for us, but yeah, but for some people.
So better season than DeMarco.
Yeah, he's good looking. Yeah, sure, he
Don't
probably
fall
gets
into
so
the
many
booth.
women.
Just
Yeah,
stay
like,
silent and let him
hard.
just keep
It's really
yapping.
hard.
but Luke Shaw, we know that you're cooking. Lisandro Martinez, what a
El
fucking
Luchador.
player. El Luchador, what a player, man. What a player. Some people were debating on Twitter, potentially the best ball-playing center back in Prem history. That's what they were saying.
But how do these conversations start?
This is just me.
I don't care if you're
This is just
regurgitating.
me
These are just
bringing up-
conversations. They don't make sense.
You
Bro,
choose to regurgitate
Think about it. It's not that crazy.
What do you mean it's not that crazy?
On the ball.
Good on the ball, but
By what metric?
Not good.
Why all
The
time?
best.
Why do you have to go all
Not
time?
the
Do you
best.
agree with this?
I don't think it's that crazy to say.
Just say you disagree. You could disagree with
I
things
don't
that Man United
disagree.
fans say.
I don't
Put a
disagree.
Chelsea,
though.
put a Chelsea jersey on him. This conversation does
Yeah,
not
it
happen.
never happens.
Does not happen. I promise. you.
Licha would be their best center back, but whatever.
Oh my god.
Kobe Mainu, ridiculous.
Bro,
Ca-
shut
Bro's
up,
naming
bro.
the whole
Shut the
team.
fuck up, bro. I don't give a fuck about
He's
the
naming
starting
the whole
lineup.
starting
I don't care about the starting lineup, bro.
Casemiro.
You've named every single player on the team, bro.
You know if you
No,
name
I didn't name Lamins or Maguire.
if you name every player, your argument like gets devalued.
Casemiro,
Right?
Special mention.
Everything is
liquidation,
devalued
like-
from what he says. You can't
Casemiro
talk to this
gets
guy when
diluted.
Manchester United win 4 games in a row.
Casemiro, I like
these guys,
that.
you can't
I like
allow
that
them
shot.
to be
He played really well.
Casemiro has been very, very good recently.
Leaving in the
Bro,
summer.
and winning, everyone's good when you're winning.
All 3 of your teams would benefit greatly from signing him.
I don't give
in
a
my
shit.
personal
Inter just
opinion.
won
Wouldn't mind
4-0.
Casemiro.
Millie,
Bro, Casemiro's amazing.
Millie, say your man of the matches for the week. Waste 20 minutes of our time and name every
Erling
single player
Haaland
on
penalty
the starting
scored in the
lineup.
last minute. Liverpool.
win?
Yeah, we're gonna have an emergency Liverpool discussion right now because Arne Slot he needs to be sacked. He needs to be sacked.
Millie, did you
Wait.
drop a 60 bomba?
I'm gonna jump the 60.
Bro, everything that
Look,
could have went
look
well
good.
for you went well.
Yeah, everything.
Every
clicked.
single
Everything
player.
clicked this week.
Clean
Everything clicked.
sheets, goals.
But anyways, now Liverpool sit 5 points behind us, 4 points behind Chelsea, I believe. Like,
He's gone.
bro, and the fact that you see United switch their manager, now they win 4 games in a row and look like a very competent team.
Dropped them out of your power rankings in the middle of you dropped them out of your power rankings
It
in the
worked
middle of
out.
the power rankings.
Worked out in the end.
Saving face.
And then Chelsea also changed
Man
their
City's
manager,
dominant,
and now they're also getting good results. I don't know how Liverpool right now are looking at this and saying, you know what, like, let's stick by Arne Slot. Like, I cannot believe this. There's also, like, I'm not saying Steven Gerrard's an amazing manager, but Michael Carrick really didn't have a good reputation before getting Man United job, and Rossignol was not some world-class manager before joining
do
either.
not go for
Gerrard has
Steven
not
Gerrard.
Bro,
proven
Steven
anything. He's
Gerrard
actually
at
failed.
Rangers was actually a very good manager. He won. He Rangers. I'm pretty sure he dropped 100-point season. Like, he's a competent manager.
You gotta upgrade. Like you can't go backwards.
It's not an experiment. You've spent too much money to.
Liverpool is not an experiment club. It's not. They're
I
at a
agree.
different level than a Man United.
No.
They are.
They're at a completely
They
different
are.
level.
They're in Champions League as well. Like you can't just switch manager like that.
Yeah.
Like I do agree it's coming to a point where you should consider it, and obviously they should have their options ready. Like maybe for a Xabi Alonso you do it. Like for that I would say do it right now. But if you're telling me Steven Gerrard, come on.
I would say Steven Gerrard interim till the end of the season, and then Xabi Alonso in the
Steven
summer.
Gerrard gonna do? Like
Bro, that's like saying, what is Michael Carrick gonna do? Like, what do you? What?
but you're in different situations.
You're a Brentford that's just high in the table at the moment. Liverpool is an established team. Liverpool's in Champions League.
No,
Liverpool needs to
Premier
make
League
Champions League next year.
champions.
They need to.
Exactly.
They can't risk a Steven
They're
Gerrard.
not gonna do it with Arne Slot.
They won't,
So
I don't think
go
they'll
for
do
a
it Gerrard
Xabi
either.
Alonso.
But okay, Chelsea need to make CL. They sacked Enzo Maresca. They didn't upgrade on paper
Maresca
from
to
Enzo
Liverpool?
Maresca. But
But Rosignol was already in the systems. Like he was a fucking
bro,
he's
he was
proven
Strasbourg
himself
manager,
somewhere
bro.
else. Bro, it was such a match
Gerrard
made in heaven.
proved himself as well, bro. Do you not remember Gerrard proved himself at Rangers where he got the Aston Villa job.
Why didn't he get
No,
it?
I'm against it. Whatever.
What do you do with Aston Villa?
He was shit.
Horrible.
Horrible.
But I mean, that's
And
one
that's in the Premier
stint,
League.
bro. According to you, Michael Carrick failed at Middlesbrough. So I mean, I don't
That
understand.
was in the Prem.
In the Championship, even worse.
Bro, Michael Carrick was in the Premier League for 3 games or whatever in his first
And he
stint, right?
actually did well,
And
but
he
yeah.
won 2 out of the 3 games. And now he came back. It's a different story, and that's a different level of club. That's like Brentford, and like I said.
Bro, Man United's a bigger club than Liverpool. I don't understand this.
In your
logic.
little mind, maybe. In the big world,
I agree.
Liverpool is a much bigger club at the moment. They need to make Champions League next season.
Well, they've spent the most.
They cannot hold all the players that they're holding with not making
I
Champions
agree.
League.
Like,
United-
they're not in a transformative rebuild phase.
No,
They
this is
kind of just
now.
upgraded on what has already worked.
They need to win.
Manchester United were in a transformative upgrading phase, like a
For the last
transformative
like
phase.
15 years, 14 years.
Yeah, but I think there's been more rebuilding quote unquote rebuilding processes at Man United right now than Liverpool, obviously. So I don't think an experiment is what they need right now. I really don't think. I think Arne Slot was low key an experiment.
The bar for Liverpool was
was
to win the Premier League. The bar for United was to make top 6.
Yes, but
All
right
Man
now,
United fans were just saying, if we make top 6, I'm happy this season.
look,
There's a completely different bars.
right now, if you were to go through that Liverpool starting 11, every player is underperforming practically. Other than maybe, I don't even know, like a
TK
TK, maybe
maybe.
Soboslai is good. Yeah,
Soboslai's low key
Every-
holding up that whole fucking team.
every other player is underperforming.
sack
That
him
needs
tomorrow.
to be a
Konate, Van
manager sack.
Dijk. They didn't really get a good.
And also, you
acceptable
appoint a Xabi Alonso. He's gonna come in. He has no time. He has Luis Diaz hat trick.
But exactly
He has no time.
Exactly. This is the thinking that Liverpool's probably going with. Like, let's write out Slot because right now that's what we have, and we don't have a transfer window to change.
But then once
things.
again, you for me personally, Liverpool. I mean, I don't mind. You can keep Arne Slot. That's going to make my Champions League spot a lot more secure. You can sack Steven Gerrard. Obviously, still knows the insides outs of the clubs. Like it's not Michael Carrick when he came in. He already had an internal assessment because he still speaks to people
which
at the
is
club.
Always good.
So Xabi Alonso will not have those links inside the club where he will know. I mean, he played there for 1 or 2 years, but he's not gonna have those links inside the club that are he's gonna know. Okay, Salah has issues with this. So
But he's a different level of a manager.
yes, but that's why come summertime. It's a better choice. Mid-season, I think a Steven Gerrard's a better choice because he already knows what's going wrong at the club. So he can come in and give a fresh energy.
I could say the same thing. Slot already knows what's going wrong at the club.
but
He's been there
he
for a
obviously
while
is
now.
not the one to fix it.
Yeah, but it
because
gets
he's been
stale.
there.
At a certain point, it gets
Yeah,
stale.
and your messaging gets stale.
I'd rather Gerrard than Slot, but I'd rather Xabi Alonso than Gerrard.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Long-term manager, I agree with you. But if your goal is
But you
to
need
make
to do
CL,
something ASAP. You need
Yes.
the team just needs to play football. Like they just need to play football and not have Arne Slot dragging them down. Because at the moment, bro, he feels like a chain and ball, like on the back of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Bro, the team is good enough to win.
and he doesn't have the media personality to like go through this, you know? Like
Yeah.
he's too boring. He's too boring of a person where Liverpool fans are gonna start vilifying everything he says and stuff like that. Like it's gonna
Well,
end
he
up
did say
bad.
some egregious things as well
Yeah.
for Liverpool.
Bro,
Sack
did
him-
you
sack him
what was the
before.
quote that he said recently? Oh, he's like Liverpool fans should not be mad because
Klopp only won once or something like that.
it's something about Europa League. I think before I got here, we were in Europa League or something. Something like that, where it
No, why are you
looked-
going after
it
that?
No,
put
he
him,
said-
it put down the club.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It was like
the last thing you should do is go for a club legend.
The
That was
fans.
before a fan legend, whatever you want to call it. That was before you.
I don't
'Cause now
know
you're
the
comparing
exact
yourself.
quote, but he degraded the club before he showed up.
I think it was like, well, Klopp only won one Premier League, so I matched his record.
I don't know. I don't think it was
kind of
that.
his
I
reasoning
don't
that
think
I
it was
got
that.
from
But it was like it was something. It was a quote that he said that degraded the club, and all the fans were like, "What the fuck are you saying, bro? Why are you saying this?"
Not the time or place.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, at this point, but
Whatever.
I think it's
we got a lot to talk about.
Days are definitely numbered.
Hopefully next weekend we'll be talking about an Arne Slot sacked.
We might wake up tomorrow to one.
Yeah.
This might be
a box to
another
box
fucking
jinx.
box to box bomba week.
The Grim Reaper at the
The only
Liverpool
one,
door.
the only one that didn't hit was Thomas Frank, bro. I actually feel bad for Spurs. I actually feel bad for you guys, bro.
They need
Oh.
to sack it too.
3-1 City.
3-1
Yeah, he's
City.
gone.
Even he's
He's gone.
He's done.
They're
Turkey
gone.
goal.
Shit.
Beef.
Little Papa.
Yeah, Ryan Cherokee goal.
Haaland assist, please.
That'd be crazy. That'd be a bomb.
He scored from halfway line.
As per usual, nothing new. This is Cherokee's world.
Oh, this
that
is
we're
an
living in.
embarrassment. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. And it's at Anfield.
No, probably because Allison probably like went out for a goal, a corner or some shit.
You're gone.
Next up, Newcastle 2, Brentford 3. Not really much about this game in specific, although it was a very stale game. But this is another one where I think, and Varvar, you brought it up, but I also agree, Eddie Howe should be sacked.
We have a lot of Newcastle fans in our Patreon, which, by the way, if you guys want to join, we're going to do an extended pod of this. So we have a lot more topics to speak about if we want to speak about it on the podcast. But we have an extended pod after this. If you guys want to check it out, it's on Patreon in the starting 11. And yeah, we have a lot of Newcastle fans. We have a delegation of Newcastle fans in the delegation. Word of the day. Delegation of Newcastle fans in the Patreon. And yeah, I honestly, it's kind of like an Arne Slot situation where Arne Slot should be vying for titles right now with Liverpool, and he's sixth, or right now he's sixth in the table. Eddie Howe should be vying for, at least in my opinion, a Europa League spot with this 100%. Newcastle squad, and he's what, 12th or 13th right now?
Yeah,
so
really underperforming.
We're going to be going through on our Patreon on the extended podcast the top 10 managers based on spend. So the current guys that are at their tenure right now that have spent the most money, and to kind of give you guys a preview, Eddie Howe would be fourth on that list.
Yeah, you see, like, to me, that's
unreal.
I kind of understand, because he took them over when they were in relegation spots, that I still think, even if it ended tomorrow, his tenure would be considered a major success, in my personal opinion.
He spent 800 million.
800 billion. That's crazy.
Moving like a fucking country.
Moving like an oil tycoon. But yeah, I think Eddie Howe, he's taken them as far as he can, in my personal opinion. 100%. And that's not a negative. He's still a very good manager. I think any mid-table Premier League club to get Eddie Howe as their manager would be very, very content. If Unai Emery, let's say, leaves for Real Madrid, I think Aston Villa could low-key be a decent job for him as well, to be honest, this summer. But
I just think the decisions he's making, it's his fault. I don't think he's that good of a manager. I think when he leaves Newcastle, there's no spot for him at a team bigger than Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think he'll just be at teams in and around where he picked up Newcastle at in 2021.
I think he has such an emphasis on physicality where sometimes some of the decisions he's making, like some players, as you move up in the table, like, it's important to get physicality in your team to create a baseline. Like, okay, when they came in, they bought a bunch of big physical players and added Isaac and stuff like that, where you'll never end up in the relegation spots because your team's so physical and it will just physically dominate opponents so much. But as you're trying to build that ceiling for your team, like to finish fourth, third, second, maybe even contend for the title, you need to add players that are still as physical but have the technical ability as well. And I find that in his recruitment or in his team selection, there's not enough emphasis on that technical level, and it's still just too much physicality based. Like, I understand in the Prem, like, every team is physical, but Newcastle, I feel like, are an extreme where they're signing players like Voltemade, Tiao, where it's Joe Linton is still starting games, and like, every player I feel like in that team is 6'4", but at some point, like, you need to question, like, technical level.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really, because he's starting Wisa, which is not a tall player, and he's benching Voltemade.
He only signed Wisa to play off of Voltemade.
Well, now he's only starting Wisa.
I don't know. Some of the team selection just doesn't.
Bro, the team for me, I'm a Voltemade owner in FPL, and I watch a lot of the games because I start Voltemade, and he never ends up starting in the Premier League matches, which in my opinion makes absolutely no sense. Because like Varvar said, Wisa was bought to play off of Voltemade, and that made sense because at Brentford it was similar situation. Wisa was kind of that support striker where you have a bigger guy that can shoot, that can get into those spots, and he's just not starting them. So you're spending the money. Like last summer, how much did he spend on both of those players?
Well, Voltemade was 70 mil, Wisa was what, 40 mil?
Like he spent over 100 million.
Yeah, was 40 mil.
Like they spent a lot of money last summer, and I don't think the team got better.
Alanga was 60 mil.
The team did get better.
60.
Alanga was 60 mil.
50.
Yeah.
Alanga was 52, 60 mil, something like that.
It was expensive.
It was ridiculously expensive. The thing about Newcastle is that I don't think the recruitment's that bad. It's just like, obviously the names that I was saying, not many of them really are, you would say, are for sure hits, you know, but
none of them are flops.
They went for Cunha and Mbuemo originally, but they got rejected, but they they did try and go for the right players. Like, I think if you have an Embuemo or a Cunha in this team, it's a
million for Wisa?
Jesus.
No,
Why is
Impossible.
FOM up 60
Probably Canadian
million?
dollars.
Oh yeah, it's probably in.
Probably in fucking
Since when did that change?
In pesos.
You can set it in your.
No, but it used to be euros. Jacob Ramsey too.
Yeah, Jacob. That's a stupid. For me, a decision like that, signing Jacob Ramsey, fine, you can sign him, but don't go and complain about PSR rules and stuff like that when you're signing Jacob
blowing money
Ramsey
like
for
that.
30 or 40 mil. When if you have PSR issues, spend that 30, 40 mil elsewhere, bro. You do not need Jacob Ramsey, and Jacob Ramsey is not that good of a player where you say, oh, that's a market opportunity. Jacob Ramsey's all right. He always gets injured though. That's the issue, and he's still injured all the time at Newcastle right now. So some of the decisions are a bit questionable, and I think that maybe a different direction for this team. I think I don't know. It's because right now the team's so physical based. You kind of need a specific type of manager for this. But I think
They need an
different
Arteta.
voice.
They need an Arteta disciple.
yeah.
They need an Arteta-esque manager.
I'm trying to think of managers that would fit right now under this coaching. I don't know. Maybe Keith Andrews at Brentford would be a decent appointment. I like him, to be honest. At Brentford, he's killing it this season. But once again, some people are actually starting the discussion of was Thomas Frank actually holding Brentford back?
Imagine.
Because right now Brentford are seventh place, bro.
yeah,
They're
showing
having a
signs.
ridiculous season. And they're very physicality based. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. It's going to be interesting what happens at Newcastle because Tonali's agent speaking about him leaving if they don't make CL. Bruno
It feels
G.
like it's a constant thing with Tonali. Like
This summer, probably guaranteed, they're selling either Bruno G or Tonali. One of the two.
Well,
whichever
Bruno G,
gets the highest bid.
Bruno G definitely could move to the bigger leagues now.
I'm starting to realize a pattern with Newcastle though, that every year that they miss out on CL or Europe, they end up having a good domestic campaign. And then whenever they make CL, they end up
have a
having
poor
a horrible domestic
domestic
campaign.
campaign.
So it's kind of like when your team's so physicality based, when you play 2 games every 3 days, it's very tough to keep up that physicality. So
Could be, yeah.
I mean,
Almost got a red card, by the way.
Soboslai got a red card.
Oh, they're
And they
meltdown.
retracted the third goal.
Oh, they did.
Oh, it was VAR.
Yeah.
VAR
Meltdown.
foul.
Sacked still.
Full meltdown.
Still sack him. Yeah, honestly, it seems like a meltdown.
That's a Jack. That's a Zerksimi rolling bumba because he has Cherky and he has
Soboslai
Soboslai. So they yanked his goal and Soboslai got a red card.
That actually
Rough day in the office.
sums up this season, to be honest. I think he still got the win, though. this
Rough
week.
day in the office for Zerksimi
Yeah.
rolling.
Next up, I mean, we're not going to talk about this game much, but I just wanted to mention Chelsea won 3-1 versus Wolves, and Palmer possibly got the worst hat trick of all time.
I mean, listen, I saw that scoreline. I thought, damn, Palmer scored a hat trick. He's back. And then I saw P, and then another P,
Yeah.
and then another P, and I'm like,
no, it wasn't
Two Ps.
oh no, sorry, it was
Bro
two
got
Ps.
baited.
it was a
it was
Kukurea assist.
Bro was,
last
And I
Bro,
was, and I was
Bro, you
like,
gotta
wait
at
a
least
minute.
watch the highlights.
Yeah.
I don't know
And I
what to
said,
tell
wait
you.
a minute.
But the third goal wasn't nice. It was an all right goal. It was an all right. It was whatever.
scored
It
two
was
out of
a
three
Palmer
pens.
goal.
Yeah.
Just a pass.
He played
But
well, though.
I saw a stat. This is gonna turn into a new line of mine. I saw a stat. I saw a stat on Twitter that I believe Cole Palmer, his goal distribution of pens. Can you guess a percentage of how many goals of his like in his career
Oh,
are
I'm a
pens?
fucking hater. I'm gonna say 38%.
Did you see the stat?
No.
It's 38%.
40%.
40%.
Definitely
Right
saw
off
the
the
stat.
dome.
No, it's
I did
38.
not see
It's,
the
it's
stat.
Yeah.
straight 38. So for me, that seems
That are
like a
pens?
high. Yeah, exactly. And I think how many goals is he at now in his career? 50 something. So over like
Crazy, man.
yeah, it's a big
Over a third of his goals come from pens.
Come
That's
from
actually
pens, yeah.
pretty crazy.
yeah. So it's still an amazing
And he's
player.
not drawing those pens, to be honest.
No, well, he didn't draw. João Pedro drew both of them.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
like,
And not
JP
even giving it to him.
João Pedro was a good buy.
Quel jugador.
Yeah, he's been really consistent.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
the issue is that he's not in my personal opinion, out and out striker. He's a good player,
Yeah.
definitely a good player to have in your squad. Every manager in the world probably take João
Varvar,
Pedro.
let
in
me
his
let me
squad.
let me paint a picture for you. Imagine Chelsea didn't have Pedro Neto, Garnacho, Beidel Giddens, and young Esteval. Esteval's going to get better. Imagine if they had competent wingers on the left and on the right with Cole Palmer and João Pedro at striker.
Yes,
Then
but-
I don't care if João Pedro's the number 9 because the rest of the team is good enough.
But every team in world football, I even say this about Real Madrid. Like, I'm not using this for every team in world football needs to have like a physical present striker in the box, like aerials, like every
Firmino?
an option. They have Delap, bro. Delap.
that's not
Did you
true,
see
bro.
Rossignol stuck fucking Liam Delap at right wing this week?
Liam Delap is garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I
Horrible
think
player.
he's misused. Maybe Chelsea was a bit too big of a step. I wanted him
He's
at
a
Man
rougher.
United
Like
this summer.
you just throw him on for 15 minutes
Yeah.
at the end of the game.
Scrap
He'll,
it out.
Yeah,
he's like a Palestra. What's the
maybe
guy?
maybe Chelsea was too big of a
Big
step.
strong guy from Serie A.
Asqueroto.
No, striker. played a Napoli. Petagna.
Yeah, I mean,
Throw him on and let him run around like a pit bull
Yeah.
for 15 minutes.
Little bully, start some shit, and then.
But that's why this summer I thought maybe Chelsea was too big of a step. I'm pretty sure he chose between Chelsea and Everton. And looking at how Everton play, I feel like that would have been a way better career choice for him because, bro,
You need to be technical at Everton.
I don't know. Terno Barry really like the first touch
technical at all.
fucking bounces off his foot and goes
Yeah.
the other direction.
Bambi.
So, but he's having a decent first season in the Prem, like
Yeah.
decent, not amazing, but decent first season. So, and I think definitely the game plan, the amount of game time he would have gotten also would have helped his case because right now I don't think he's even in
got
contention.
injured.
He's not. Yeah, but he's not even in contention to make the England squad this summer.
No.
Like no one's even.
Well, he
debating
was
putting
never
him.
touching that anyways.
He was in the England squad in summer.
so much quality.
If he's your backup striker, going.
No,
into
but I
the
still
World
think
Cup,
Ollie Watkins, definitely
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins.
Exactly.
But
Ollie Watkins is.
all
I
right,
have him in FPL. He's not good.
he's all right.
I watch all their games. Morgan Rogers is the only bijou in that team. Ollie Watkins is kind of just a.
Can't cap
he's-
Morgan
he's a
Rogers'
pass-
goal that what he scored
was-
this weekend
bro,
was insane.
Morgan Rogers,
does that type.
He's like the poster boy for I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just gonna
I'm gonna fuck about your stats.
Yeah.
I saw a TV analyst.
Actually, I don't give a fuck. Skies in
I
Toronto.
saw a TV analyst. He got asked, okay, come the World Cup, are you starting Jude Bellingham or Rogers? He actually said Rogers.
Depends how you play.
a journalist or
A journalist.
Oh, no.
An analyst or a journal? An
Was
analyst,
asked.
a TV analyst was asked, like,
Oh, bro, you asked me Morgan
who's your
Rogers.
starting attacking midfielder for
They
England
offer
come
you.
World
They
Cup?
offer you different things. Like he's a
I
straight
feel like
runner.
they're very similar
No,
players.
I
They
am
look
a
similar in my
glazer.
opinion. Like the way they play and stuff.
Morgan Rogers, Bellingham has clutch, but Morgan Rogers low key is more of a tournament guy than Jude Bellingham, just because he has the John Duran type of like I don't give a shit, I'll try it, and I have the ability to score.
It depends. It depends what you're trying to do.
That's
like,
true. That's
if,
also true.
Rogers, I feel like personally is better offensively.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bellingham's better defensively.
Yeah.
If you're an Arteta type manager, you probably rather Bellingham.
Yeah.
But can't you play Rice? I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting the third man. but
Menu.
No.
Come summertime, Menu will be starting for England, but whatever. That's a whole
Rice.
different.
Why can't you play Rice Bellingham with Morgan Rogers? Like, why can't you play that as a three? I think
Bellingham
Bellingham.
deep is not
It's not getting the best out of him.
the ball progression in that midfield. Declan Rice has gotten better at ball progression, but I don't think he's at that level where he can carry a Bellingham next to him. In my personal opinion,
I think Bellingham's good enough to play.
He's a good dribbler.
To play box to box.
Regista, Bellingham, Regista,
Bellingham
England
can-
round of 16, knock him out.
Bellingham can play every type of.
Bellingham,
He could.
Regista.
He could.
Bro, speaking as if he's Pirlo.
He could.
Bro, please.
Different gravy.
Please, bro. The Spanish league has fried your brain.
So then, who would you put Regista?
Adam Morton's a better Regista than
I
fucking
disagree,
Bellingham.
bro. I think on the
Bro,
on the
England with Thomas Tuchel are not showing up with no Regista. I promise you
ball, they're
that.
not playing with the
probably not.
Regista to begin with. They're not playing with the
I'll play
Regista. They have Margay.
Sixes,
Pivot,
bro.
yeah.
Fucking 2 6'4" demons win those aerial duels, bro. They're
Yeah,
not showing
that's
up with no
I agree.
Regista.
I agree. They don't have a Regista because you have Margay and Margay.
Bro, Margay, they're saying Konza might start next to him. The England
Konza
squad is
balling
going
out
to be
recently.
Konza's not a bad player.
Yeah.
The England squad is going to be very interesting come summertime because I feel like there's going to be a lot of form dependency.
Yeah.
Like
Tuchel's gonna choose. Tuchel's just gonna choose what he wants.
He should pick
I'm going to
his
make
best
a
11.
shout.
won't get pressure.
I think Maguire low-key makes the squad
Yeah, I'm sure. He
because
I think you should just start Manchester United.
I don't know why.
no.
The
Okay.
whole team is a headache, to be honest.
Magua-
It's too much.
There's a
I
lot
agree
of
with
selection
Maguire, yeah.
issues with England. I feel like they haven't set out like they're even their best 11 yet.
Yeah.
But Maguire's going to make that squad. But
He's also been part of the system
if he
for so
stays
long.
healthy. Bro,
Yeah.
Maguire low-key
He's a
has
starter for the last 2-3 tournaments for England.
in recent history, bro, Maguire's been the best center back for England.
Yeah,
Will Trent play?
yeah.
Well, he's gonna come back from injury.
Yeah,
coming back.
But like we don't know if he's.
But like now you have Reece James available to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
and
like, I
Thomas
think
Tuchel, you
Reece
know,
probably
loves
starts.
Reece
Yeah.
James.
on the left, you have
gonna be interesting.
Lewis Kelly.
I don't know how he's still getting called up, but whatever.
But Luke Shaw though.
If you ask
Lewis
me,
Hall.
all these players are making
Hall situation.
all these players are making the England squad.
That's gonna be a big squad.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 48-person.
They're gonna need 2 hotels for.
Anyways,
for these
Rossignol
motherfuckers.
is cooking. That was the biggest giveaway.
Did you also see Rob Edwards after the game, the Wolves manager, speak about Cole Palmer or no?
What did he say?
I saw.
No, I didn't see that.
scrolled
He's
past
like,
that.
honestly, I don't like him very much. Every time every time I come up against him, he scores on me. So I don't like that lad very much, to be honest. He said.
Okay, that's just a bit of
Just
banter.
Yeah.
Dry
a
English.
bit of
Shaky little bit of banter.
Next up, switching leagues to La Liga, we have Barca winning 3-0 versus Mallorca. I wanted to bring this up because I was looking on Twitter and people were saying that Yamal is
Back in
the
business.
best player in the world. That game certified it. I think he got a goal and an assist, but I was looking at the highlights and it was just Yamal.
I think they saw our team of the season so far and they said, wait a minute, we have to change the narrative.
Yeah, because we had Olise. We had Olise in. Was it the team of the month or was it the
Team of the season so far.
team
we
of the
had
season
Olise.
so far? I left a cheeky comment on that. I said that on that post, I said that
Yeah.
Barca. I said that Yamal. None of us put
Hashtag
Yamal bias, but a lot of people were defending Olise, and I think people that watch Olise don't watch Yamal. People that watch Yamal don't watch Olise. It's
Bro,
that
Barca
situation.
fans don't watch any other football other than Barcelona.
And Bayern fans always defend their boys because they always
yeah.
get.
They don't. I'm
underrated.
telling you, they don't. Bro,
But you say that like you're acting like this is not debatable. This is 100% debatable. Yamal, Olise, like
Bro,
is the
I
debate?
rather Yamal. I'm a 100%
Yeah,
Yamal
player-wise,
FC.
yes.
I don't debate Barca fans on Yamal.
Okay.
That's not what I debate on. It's the Barca fans. Like, I actually, some people, I saw comments in our top 25 of the last 25 years, bro. There's Barca fans saying there's too much Prem bias. Do you understand?
There
we
is-
put the entire top 10 of Barcelona players. Fuck. I had
At this point, yeah.
bro, it's fucking insane, bro. I read
Messi, Ronaldo,
Prem
Modric,
bias.
Iniesta, Xavi,
wait, no, he's
Ramos.
talking about the team of the season so far.
No,
right?
I'm
No,
talking about
the
the
25.
the top 25 of the last
Oh, yeah.
25 years.
Where it was
bro.
just
They're
Barca
saying
and
Prem
Real players.
bias,
Oh, we
bro.
put a
What's
lot.
There's at
Prem
least
bias?
six. There's at least six. Neuer. Who are the other two? Suarez,
Sergio
Benzema.
Ramos.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll let
it's
them
Ramos,
watch it. We'll let
Benzema.
them watch it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But no, Yamal in his last, bro. This
Yeah.
this is things that you only
Blue,
see when
whole
you,
lot of blue.
When you
This-
look at Messi's like average season at Barca,
Yeah.
this is the type of shit you see, bro. 8.6 blue, 9.1 blue, 8.2 but still scored versus Real Oviedo. Champions League 9.2, dropped a goal and assist.
Yeah, but the thing
goal
is that-
Elche, goal Albacete, goal Mallorca. Bro, this guy is
The thing
putting
is
in
the
insane form.
the thing is about those is that they're foot mobs. So I don't know if you actually got the actual
regardless,
man of the matches.
like
Well,
blues,
he has,
blues are rare.
6
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
no, 100%. Messi, the thing about his stats were that his man of the match stats were actually like he was given man
Yeah,
of the match
yeah,
in
yeah.
52% of his games.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand
yeah,
that, bro?
insane, yeah.
How insane that
You
is?
could just scribe his name in
Yes,
constantly.
and Ronaldo was 30% or something like that, which is also insane. But Messi, 52% of his games.
No, the conversation is definitely going to switch because Yamal right now is hitting a different gear, and Barcelona too are playing very well. So, and he's not the only one playing well for Barcelona. I know a lot of our viewers were saying Fermin was playing well.
Fermin needed an honorable mention.
Bro,
apparently.
they tried to say Fermin deserves for team of the season.
He's playing really well.
He's playing well.
Sure, but
I
he has
don't
less than
think
1,000
team of the
minutes in La
season,
Liga.
like compared to maybe other players in the world, but he's an amazing player. Like
He has less
he's
than
playing really
1,000
well.
minutes in La Liga at the time of the video.
Yeah, it's because we recorded it at the time. But right now, definitely cooking. Barcelona in general, like everything's clicking. It's like as if they're hitting a different
It
gear.
would be a good time for them to play a Champions League knockout game, but unfortunately they're gonna have to wait. So
Yeah.
that form might switch in the wrong time.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, like Real Madrid, they haven't played yet, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, Real's playing at
The-
3 o'clock today.
Yeah. So we'll see how the result goes. Maybe they increase their lead in La Liga. So the
Yeah.
conversation, Barcelona right now they're picking up form exactly where they need to. So
What I'm saying is it's the wrong time.
well, I mean,
You-
obviously
you
you
would
want them to pick
Happens
up
at
good
this
form.
point every year under Hansi Flick,
You
and then
would-
they're
you
gonna
would
come Champions League KO. They're gonna allow fucking 6 goals. We're gonna call them overrated again.
No, but it might trail into their first round of 16 game.
Possible.
And then
But do
slowly
you not
fade out.
remember our last not CLKO, our last CL watch along of the last match day, bro? We were watching the goals that they were allowing against Copenhagen, bro. It was like terrible defending.
Yeah, but they don't. They
The
clearly
last
didn't
game,
do shit.
last match. I don't know. It's so we have to
long
see
as
them in
they
an actual
outscore.
like
If they outscore them,
in an actual like important game.
ball.
Yeah.
Which topic you guys want to do next?
I don't mind. We could do if you want to do both. We could do both very quickly. I know that last topic I want to talk about won't take long, so
Well,
it's just
yeah.
a question.
So start with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Liga one.
Yeah.
So I was reading up on a story recently. Okay, that Ren. Okay, this was a small story. I just found it super interesting because it started throwing ideas in my head. So Ren's manager. Okay, he's coming under increasing scrutiny because the club are asking like, why are they selling players and stuff like that. And there was an article written by someone that suggested that the manager actually gets a commission off of player sales. So he said that's blasphemous. That would never happen. So obviously that's not happening at Rennes. But that started going in my head like, that's actually not a terrible idea. If you're a club that wants to promote youth and sell players on for profit and like make sure that your manager is not changing every season for these young players, it's actually not a bad idea to, let's say, give them like 0.5 0.5% commission or 1% commission on player sales, where let's say you're a club really like an Ajax or whatever, you can probably get a very, because Ajax don't have a lot of cash to just throw around. Like you can't give a manager 10 million salary or whatever. But if that, if that manager, if that manager makes player sales that get him to that $10 million salary, you can get a very good level manager that Ajax would not be able to attract right now.
I'm not of this.
I have a lot of problems actually with this. Like,
I have a
off
bunch
of
of
first thing, like I'm like, oh, that could be interesting. But then you think about how many issues that can bring in a squad. One, fan base. The fans, bro, imagine being a fan of a team that your manager gets bonuses when they sell players. Clearly incentivizing. Imagine this happened with CF Montreal because we sell a lot of players.
Okay, but once again,
I'd be furious.
I would not be furious if you're producing good level players.
Yeah,
Like
but then they're
Ajax
gone.
right now should not be in a state to
But
complain.
that one season that you don't, your fans outraged because the club clearly incentivizes selling your good players every season.
I agree.
But then your manager will not be getting paid as much in a bad season.
I'd rather just pay my manager and avoid those problems.
Also, like the idea of even just favoritism, like
what I was
agents being like manipulating coaches, because now as soon as you open it up to a monetary opportunity,
Becoming an entrepreneur.
yeah, you become an entrepreneur. The agent says, "Listen, play my boy. Not only are you going to get an incentive from the club, but you're actually going to get like you might get an incentive from us too. Like you know what I mean? Like
So-
you open up a whole can of worms.
Yeah, automatically you're not playing your best team. You're playing who's most valuable to you.
Yes.
So you could go into a very bad direction.
That's like, let's say a Brighton. They're strictly ran as a business. They don't really care.
and
Like
we can
they're
see what's
there
happening.
to make money. You would be able to get a manager better than Hertzler. You would be honestly, I'm gonna go out on a limb. You'd be maybe not Luis Enrique and stuff like that, but you'd be able to get right underneath that level manager if you're able to.
I disagree though.
Really,
I disagree.
you can outpay a bunch of teams.
But look how Enzo Maresca was talking about it. Like he doesn't want to be dealing with transfer values. Oh, you should be playing this guy because you might get more valuable than this guy. He wants to just put his best 11 every week. Like
Yeah.
these managers, I do agree, like it's an interesting way of like looking at it, but these managers don't care about
the
like
club
the
ends up
value
spending
at the end of the day.
the
They
same
want to
amount
win.
regardless. If you take it off the top, if you take it off of the bottom dollar, you take it off of the sale of the player,
because if
you're still paying the guy 10 million.
if you're promoting youth and developing players, you are going to make more money
Okay,
than
so
if
then
you're
just
not.
force your manager to do that. Like
Exactly,
Brighton.
I agree. But also the manager then would see his players as more assets rather than actual
But that's
players
what
in
they
his
are.
team. Yeah, but that's for upper management to see them as assets.
Yeah.
That's not for the coach. Because then at the end of the day, as a player, you want to go to your coach to confide in how you're feeling like what you want to see more of.
If I know my coach only wants me to be good because he's going to sell me
He's
and
going to
make money
make
off
a
of me,
buck off of me.
I
Like,
won't be too...
yeah,
But
I wouldn't
if you're
I
at
wouldn't really
Brighton, you
support
know
it.
that's your purpose.
Not necessarily, bro. You're still
Yes.
playing in the Prem. You're looking, yeah, but Brighton's also
Danny Welbeck doesn't think I'm getting...
I think that this model only specifically works for clubs like Brighton, where players are joining to go to.
I think it
bigger
also
clubs.
creates a lot of like conflict when let's say a manager is like nearing sacked or nearing a contract renewal.
Sell everyone.
He's gonna make sure to get all those players out of the door.
But he's not the decision maker to sell everyone.
Sure, but he can
he
work
keep,
levers.
keep players out of the
Yeah, he
squad,
can work
not
levers to do that.
play them, ice them out. Like
Like let's say
freeze
it's
them
a
out, sorry.
contract renewal
Yeah,
and
but
he
then
goes to management. He
he's gonna
says,
get sacked.
"Yeah, what if he stops playing? What if he slowly starts making the players less valuable because he's gonna get sacked?"
Yeah. Or a Danny Welbeck situation. You know that Danny Welbeck's going to get you nothing in the transfer market. You don't let Danny Welbeck play. You put in a youngster that doesn't necessarily perform as well as Danny Welbeck. How many goals have you just taken out of the
Yeah, but then
squad?
you could also add just performance incentive bonuses, like
It's really complicated.
Performance incentive bonuses is something different. I don't think it should be tied to the players. It should be tied to your overall work.
yes,
A coach is a player. A coach is part of the like. I don't like when there's a disconnect between the coach. Like the coach, this is management, this is players. The coach should be much closer to the players than to the management. And when you start turning him into a financial machine, he gets closer to management. And for the
Players won't buy into a project.
Players don't buy into that shit. The reason why the Carricks and stuff work, I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's because they can kind of relate to somebody like that more.
They were former players.
Yeah, they
and
were
they
former
could
players,
relate
like-
a lot closer to the current players now than management.
Like a Zidane's, you can relate to them because they've been players and they know the
course.
struggles and whatever. You bring in just like this fucking
This account man, this
monopoly
bean
man,
counter.
this monopoly man, and it's like I can't relate to this guy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it could be cool for certain clubs to explore.
Yeah, it's interesting, but like just blatantly just giving a 0.5% on sales might cause problems.
yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Good idea, though.
It could be cool.
Good idea to talk about.
Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl?
Bro, there's too many people picking the Seahawks, bro. It's actually
I feel like the tides are turning. So underdog.
Actually, inform
You pick
me
underdog?
because these are two teams. So I'm a big casual in NFL, and this season I'm a much bigger casual. Like I really didn't follow this year, and I just think that these two teams, I didn't even know they were going to be contenders for the Super Bowl.
neither did Fanatics.
Yeah, no one did. I don't think.
But inform me like what I should be looking for player, like who has a better defense, offense,
So the issue is,
and try not to jinx yourselves because it's coming out after the Super Bowl.
And inform people who don't know about the Super Bowl,
it's,
like maybe who's playing and.
oh, yeah. So
just
it's
in
the
general.
Seattle Seahawks.
But they already know the results.
They will already know the results. But Seattle Seahawks, who are kind of like this year, it's kind of not a fairy tale story, but they didn't make the playoffs last year. Both of these teams didn't make the playoffs last year, so it's kind of like
Those guys were fodder.
two teams who didn't even make like CL last year in a CL final.
Two
if
new
that makes
coaches
sense.
also. Imagine both of them
Yeah.
got new coaches at the end of the season.
Yeah.
In football, what's the equivalent to this final?
Bro, last year, the issue is that teams who didn't make CL can't make CL. Like both of these teams didn't even make CL. So it's like Mike Vrabel last year, the Patriots won what, 3 games or 4 games?
3 yeah, it was around there.
And now this year they won 13 or 12.
Would this
but
be
also-
like an Inter versus?
No, because Inter were in the CL final last year. Like they were too good.
No, but I'm saying like last year. Like last year's CL final, if Inter played, who was on the other side? Like a Leverkusen. I don't know.
It's almost like if like
Man
it'd be like a
United.
Milan and Man United both went to the CL final.
Yeah.
if they
Because
could.
they both if
they
they could
could.
because both fired their managers, both got new managers and are like somehow are doing better.
So it's two fairies. Is it two fairy tale stories at the same time?
Yeah, but I mean, people are kind of saying the Patriots are low key. They got a bit of a cakewalk because their schedule was like statistically the worst.
And the
schedule.
Patriots, both of these
Easiest
teams,
schedule.
both
Easiest
of these
schedule.
teams in the hypothetical transfer market, which is free agency, they just spent a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So like they kind of just rebuilt their team.
They blew the bag.
Yeah, and look,
It works.
but the
I mean,
crazy.
like the Cowboys have been trying to do this for how long, and they
30
Well, the
years.
Cowboys is what's the
Cowboys
the
are
football
Cowboys.
equivalent of the Spurs?
Man United.
Literally
Man
Man
United.
United.
Man
No,
United.
because
Come on,
we're too
that's
good
Man
now.
United.
Man United.
We're too good now. Don't disrespect us, bro.
Man United.
Even as a casual, I know that. Man United. Okay, so tell me, what should I be looking out for? Players, wide
Drake
receivers.
May versus Sam Darnold, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's
Sam
Drake May,
Darnold-
second in
Is
MVP.
Sam Darnold old?
Sam Darnold's like
not old.
He's not old, but it's
been in the
crazy
league, what,
because
5,
I know
6
Drake
years.
May's young.
Drake
a
May-
rookie.
Drake May's
Oh,
not.
sophomore
Second year.
Sophomore.
Drake May is like he finished second in MVP voting, so he finished
year.
Yeah, this year.
Which is great.
So
Which
he-
is
nuts.
That's fucking crazy as a sophomore.
yeah, as a sophomore, that's crazy. The only like elite quarterbacks have that on their resume.
Who got MVP then?
Matt Stafford.
Oh, okay.
But
Deserved.
yeah, I would say
it
so.
always
He only
quarterbacks?
won by one award.
It's
He
a
only won
quarterback
by
award.
one vote.
It's a
One or
quarterback
two votes,
award?
I think.
One
It's
vote.
crazy. Yeah.
He won by one vote.
It's a quarterback award.
Yeah.
Like you won't see if a wide receiver doesn't win it or like
Yeah, it's just like the Ballon d'Or. It's
Ballon d'Or.
it's an attacker award. It's not like
a Ballon d'Or.
It's not a. But yeah, basically, Drake May, a top 5 quarterback in the league or top around there.
Sam Darnold remontada.
Sam Darnold, he was drafted to the Jets. Now the Jets are kind of like
Fodder.
Spurs. It's Spurs. They literally never win and they are always trash. And every player that goes there, it's a graveyard. And so when he had like 2 seasons at the Jets or whatever, he got picked very high in the draft.
He was a top 5 pick. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
they released him. He went and played backup quarterback in a couple cities, like I believe San Francisco.
Minnesota.
But did he play San Francisco
the
backup
Rams.
to Brock Purdy?
Was it the Rams he was at? Or
No, it was
sorry,
San
that's
Francisco.
Vegas. Yeah, San Francisco.
San Francisco, he went and played backup at the San Francisco. Took a couple years of developing there because their coach is like the top coach for quarterbacks.
He's like an Arteta for coach.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
quarterbacks.
Exactly. So he took a couple years learning there, tried being a starter again in Minnesota, played very well. Minnesota decided not to
Didn't
sign
re-sign
him.
him. Yeah, exactly.
Because they were like, oh, whatever, this is fraudulent. He ended up going to Seahawks, and now that the Seahawks, he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
I think it's gonna be a good. I
remontada.
think it's gonna be a good game. I don't think it's as hyped as people may want it to be because the names aren't as star-studded as they used to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a pretty close game. But I'm more leaning to the Seahawks right now.
Drake put a mill on the Patriots.
So the Seahawks are gonna win.
The Drake Jinx.
But
Drake
70-something% of bets are on the Seahawks.
I'm only
never
excited for the squares. You know, like the squares when you buy a bunch of squares and then you get to see which score you have.
Yeah.
You know squares?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at me like I was.
No, because I was trying to think,
Okay,
and then
well.
I remember. Yeah, okay, I do remember that. I don't
maybe
know.
people don't. No other sport does that.
I might.
I look into it.
Might
put a
just
cheeky
for
little
fun.
bet.
Just for fun, me and my friends, maybe we do that after the game.
Interesting.
We'll see.
After the game. you gotta do it.
Before the game.
Wait, after the game,
after
I
you
bet
know
on the
the
Seahawks to win. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now we'll head over to Patreon.
Yeah. Extended podcast where
Extended pod.
actually we'll tell you guys the topics. Why not?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
for
guys
sure.
topic. You already know that we're gonna be doing top 10 managers based on net spend, seeing if they were worth it, if their tenures were worth it, and also we're gonna be talking about the Ronaldo Benzema situation in the Saudi league because
spicy.
Ronaldo's not training.
Benzema just scored a hat-trick.
Benzema just scored a hat-trick in his opening game. There's actually a lot of drama going on, so we're going to be talking about that in an extended pod. So we'll see all of the patrons there, and if you guys aren't on our Patreon, make sure to go check that out. The link is down below in the description. Any final remarks, boys?
Final marks.
Ronaldo's a cuck.
Forza Italia.
Save it for the extended pod.
Also, next week I want to talk about F1 because there's been some preseason testing, and
we have conversation.
It was going to take
Did
me
you see Stroll's salary for this year's 12 mil? Insanity.
It was going to take me too long to explain compression ratios to you guys this week.
Yeah.
So we'll do
Let's
that
just
the
say
next
the
week.
FIA
next class.
That's next
to
class.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
To Mercedes. Woo!
Take
Getting
care, everyone.
spicy.
We'll see you guys next week.
Take care.
Grazie.